Sawadee Krap, I'm JP Mestanza. It's Monday, April 26th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVC Phuket. Visit them on Facebook. Phuket people who leave the province and return will now face having to undergo a rapid COVID antigen test to return to their home here on the island if they are unable to prove that they are fully vaccinated or present a COVID-free certificate issued within 72 hours of arriving on the island. The order was issued on Saturday by the Phuket governor and is similar to the orders for all arrivals from the 17 red zone provinces, including Bangkok, which came into effect on Wednesday. In addition, the order for all people to wear face masks in public at all times on the island is back in effect, with violators to be fined 20,000 baht for failing to comply. The same order is now being enforced in 45 other provinces around the country. Meanwhile, shopping malls and community malls in Phuket and the other 17 red zone provinces have been ordered to close at 8 p.m. nightly, while supermarkets and food courts must close at 9 p.m. Convenience stores must close from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. as well. The new operating hours will be in effect until May 2nd, next week. The Public Health Ministry is proposing targeted lockdown measures for all provinces to ban activities with large crowds. They'll also propose a new color coding system to identify provinces most at risk of the latest COVID-19 outbreak. It's still in discussion, but you can stay up to date with the latest at thephuketnews.com. Phuket officials have yet to make any public recognition of the possibility of lockdowns on the island as the number of confirmed COVID-19 infections rose to 335 over this past weekend, with 264 people still under medical care right now. As of 6 p.m. last night, Phuket recorded 335 cases of infection since April 3rd. The most infections are in Patong with 37, followed by Wichit with 34 cases, then Katu with 30 cases, and Kamala with 28 cases. A full breakdown is currently on thephuketnews.com. Of note, the PPHO has yet to report the seriousness of infection of any person in Phuket confirmed as infected with COVID-19 during this current outbreak. For the rest of Thailand, 2,048 cases are being confirmed today, which raises the total to 57,508 cases for the kingdom since the pandemic began. The bulk of cases are in Bangkok with 901. In Chiang Mai, about 179 cases were reported there today. In addition, 8 new COVID deaths were recorded today, bringing the COVID death toll to 148, including fatalities over the weekend. One of those deaths include a 25-year-old pregnant woman. 54% of total patients have recovered. Phuket Extra, be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Phuket and the rest of the Thailand officials are still determined to reopen the island to international vaccinated tourists on July 1st after the Tourism Ministry in Bangkok voiced their commitment for the plan over the weekend. Tourism Authority of Thailand Governor Yuttasak Suparson said the government is working on creating standard operating procedures as the country races to nail down rules in order to meet its reopening deadline. The third wave of the pandemic that began in Thailand this month has damaged the prospects for international arrivals, with the TAT now projecting 3 to 4 million visitors, down from 6.5 million previously projected. Meanwhile, the mass vaccination campaign continues on the island, with about 10,000 people in total a day receiving their second injection of the Sinovac vaccine at the 5 vaccination centers set up across the island. The PPHO and health officers at local municipalities are continuing their efforts to dampen the spread of COVID-19 in their areas, with Disease Control Division officers yesterday conducting COVID site cleaning at restaurants and other venues on Soi Tai Yet in Chalong, where a 20-year-old Icelandic man who was confirmed infected was known to frequent. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. The Public Health Minister of Thailand is facing calls to resign his post as a petition has already garnered over 122,000 signatures, but the minister remains defiant. Anutin Chanvirakul of the Bunjai Thai Party, part of the ruling coalition, is insisting he will stay on as Public Health Minister as well as Deputy Prime Minister of Thailand, saying, quote, "I put in my best effort in everything I've done." This comes after a group calling itself the Mo Maiton launched a petition on change.org calling for his resignation amid criticism that he's failed in the face of the COVID-19 crisis, citing alleged negligence of duty in the vaccine rollout and in dealing with the resurgence of the virus, as well as the government's inability to provide beds to COVID-19 patients quicker at ICU units. For more, visit thephukenews.com. Thank you again for joining us today on Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVC Phuket. Visit them on Facebook. Join us again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks and mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.